Water in some areas in and around Tokyo has been found to contain higher levels of radioactive material than permitted by a safety standard for infants. Chiba and Ibaraki prefectures said today that iodine 131 levels exceeded the standard at some of their water purification plants. Some local authorities have advised people not to use tap water for food or drink for babies younger than 12 months old. But the Tokyo Metropolitan Government lifted its advisory today after the radiation level fell below the standard of 100 becquerels per litre. These women came to buy bottled water. In response to the advisory, a major supermarket chain started to sell bottled water to families with infants on a priority basis. This woman says she could buy just one bottle and she hopes the water will last for a week. Another woman says she's very worried about her child's health. Higher levels of radiation have been found in tap water in many areas. Chiba Governor Kensaku Morita says the prefecture has increased the volume of activated carbon at water purification plants to absorb radioactive iodine. 16 water purification facilities in 5 prefectures have found that their water contains higher levels of iodine 131 than the safety standard for infants permits. The first case was detected in Fukushima Prefecture. So far, 7 municipalities in Fukushima have detected higher levels of iodine 131. The highest level was recorded in Itatare village on Sunday. Local tap water was found to have 965 becquerels of iodine 131 per litre, more than triple the permissible level for adults. The radioactive material was also found in tap water in and around Tokyo. In Ibaraki Prefecture, iodine levels exceeded the standard for infants, and this was recorded at 2 water plants in Hitachi City. Water at a purification plant in Kita Ibaraki City was found to contain 116 becquerels of the radioactive material yesterday. Officials say the level fell to 78 becquerels today. In Saitama Prefecture, 120 becquerels per litre was recorded at a water plant in Kawaguchi City on Tuesday. The level fell to 46 becquerels today. In Chiba Prefecture, water at 2 purification plants in Matsudo City was found to contain higher levels of iodine 131 than the safety standards permit for infants. The Health Ministry says the current levels of iodine 131 do not pose an immediate health hazard to infants, but the Ministry urges people in areas where higher levels of radiation were detected to refrain from using tap water for food or drink for infants as a precaution. People living in areas where higher levels of radiation were detected in tap water have expressed concern. This woman says she heard reports about radiation in tap water in Tokyo, so she expects the same will happen in her community sooner or later. Local authorities are providing bottled water to families with infants. Tokai village in Ibaraki Prefecture started providing bottled water to families with children younger than 2 years old. The level of iodine 131 in the village's tap water exceeded the safety standard for infants. This woman says the distribution of bottled water is very helpful. This maternity clinic stopped using tap water to prepare baby formula yesterday and now uses distilled water. Mothers with newborn babies have voiced concern about a shortage of bottled water. This woman says she was told that bottled water is sold out everywhere. She says she's worried about whether she can find safe water for her child. The iodine 131 level reached nearly double the safety standard for infants at the Kanamachi water purification plant in Tokyo's Katsushika ward in the past 2 days. Officials say the level fell to 79 becquerels per litre today. This official says tap water from the plant is safe for consumption by infants. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government lifted its advisory against tap water consumption by infants, but says it will continue monitoring radiation levels in the water. Tokyo officials distributed today bottled water to families with infants in areas whose tap water comes from the Kanamachi plant. They'll provide bottled water to these families again tomorrow. This woman says the radiation level fell, but it may rise again. Another woman says she wants the situation to return to normal soon.
According to Kasama City of Ibaraki Prefecture, radioactive materials over the intake limit of babies of up to 12 months were detected in Hinumagawa water purification plant. 170 becquerels per liter of radioactive iodine 131 was detected, and they're calling for the babies to refrain from intake. Now, joining us now is Dr. Yoshiya Shimada of National Institute of Radiological Sciences. Now, from the Kanamachi purification plant in Tokyo, the radioactive iodine level yesterday was higher than the limit, but today it was lower than the limit. So it fluctuates. Yes, it depends on the temperature as the climate. And so the radiation levels or dosage will fluctuate in the atmosphere and the water. And so we could say that yesterday it happened to be half. And iodine has short half-lives, doesn't it? Yes, the half-lives is 8 days. So it means that a week, with a week or so, the radiation level would drop. So we shouldn't be excessively nervous about the figure. That's right. So what we want to ask you is this indicator of the intake limit for the radioactive iodine 131. For adults, it's 300 becquerels per liter, and for babies under 1 year old is 100 becquerel per liter. So it's 1/3. Why is that? Now this is a baby. Yes, iodine is in this thyroid gland. It accumulates in the thyroid glands, and using this, it creates a thyroid hormone which helps babies grow. And especially when it comes to babies, these thyroids are bigger because they have to grow, so they're susceptible for such iodine. So because their babies have strength to grow, that they're more susceptible to the effect of iodine. That's right. So what is the impact to their health? Now we're looking into various figures, and there are many issues that is difficult for us to understand. And we could see that if 50 millisievert is accumulated in thyroid gland, it could be that thyroid cancer may develop. That's for infants, babies, yes. Now this time, the 300 becquerel was the maximum amount, permissible amount. Now, if the mothers continue to take these, it will take 6 months. If the mother takes 2 liters of water a day, it will take 6 months. So let me say it again. So it's 300 becquerels per liter. If the mother takes 6 months, 2 liters every day for 6 months, and then for the first time, the mother of milk may have 50 millisieverts, and that could be a problematic. Now, according to Japan Society of Obstetrics and Gynecology, it has issued a statement. It says that during the pregnancy of about 10 months, if the woman supposedly drinks 1 liter of water every day, the amount the woman will be exposed is about 1.2 millisieverts. Now, it is over 50 millisieverts that causes adverse effects to the unborn child. So even if the pregnant woman drinks water every day, it will probably not cause health hazard to babies. The radioactive substances secreted in mother's milk is, although that this hasn't been substantiated, is thought to be 1/4 of the dosage taken by mothers. So in all, the society surmises that the breastfeeding will not cause health problems. But since babies and infants are thought to be more susceptible to radiation than adults, it says it's possible it advises drinking water other than the irradiated water. So the bottled water is now gone from the supermarkets. The people are very anxious and they're buying bottled water, but we could understand their sentiments. But I said earlier, you have to take more than 50 millisieverts or else it wouldn't be health hazard. So you have to be calm. You don't really have to purchase all these bottled water, because as I said, if the mothers continued, even if they continue to take 2 liters of such water every day, it takes 6 months. So because the half-life is so short, even if it is taken into the body, it continues to decrease. No, if it's took into the body, then it would cause damage. But even then, if it is left alone, the half-life is 8 months, 8 days, and so it will continue to decrease. So even if it is intaken, this amount is very small, so we don't have to be so nervous. That's right.